What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There is so much information going around, whether it be news, whether it be rumors, whether it be leaks, whether it be confirmed information, which is absolutely freaking wild because it's been over 6 months since we've had a Marvel movie being Captain Marvel 2. So all these new scoopers that are appearing, you don't really know if they have a track record because until something comes out, you can't really vet them. So it's very interesting that all of a sudden there is crazy amount of information about Avengers 5 and Avengers 6. I'm here for it. You just, gotta take it with a it might not be true scenario. So if you are new around here, what the frickin' hell you doing? I've been talking about Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture based stuff for years. If you could subscribe, that would be cool. You could let us know what do you want them to do with Avengers 5. Kang is still going to be involved. I don't really care what you say. I've said this all along. Even before Jonathan Majors got fired, it's like the Kang storyline in some capacity is still going to be there. So if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it really does help the channel. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest information that your boy Warstu posts, follow me on Instagram to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And if you could, check us out on Twitter, S2G. Right, let's get into today's video. So as we know, Avengers 5, the Kang's Dynasty, is in pre-productions because it's apparently going to start filming in LA or London next year. Can't work out who to believe, but some are saying it's going to film in January in England, which would make sense because they get 25 to 33% tax rebate, which means basically the UK taxpayers basically fund most Hollywood movies, and it means a movie could flop as long as they don't spend too much and they get 30% of it back. So since this news has come out, ironically, the Avengers 5 and 6 news has been ramping up to the point where people could be making stuff up, but you know me, let's roll with it. So, rumor, the new Avengers will encounter a group of supervillains in the first part of Avengers 5. Spoilers! Of course, there's going to have to be some kind of villain in the movie. Jeez! The team is going to discover Kang the Conqueror at the new Avengers headquarters. So what's interesting is, like I've said in multiple Marvel videos recently, is there is no Avengers. They're going to have to assemble the Avengers, maybe in the post-credit scene for Deadpool and Wolverine, most likely not, but that would be freaking insane. Yeah, I use the word insane a lot. Also, we have Thunderbolts asterisk. Maybe they could form the new Avengers there, but most likely what's going to happen is in Captain America 4, which has gone through like 5-6 different rewrites, the new Avengers will be formed in some capacity there. And of course, we have San Diego Comic-Con coming up this July. And we have D23 in August, I believe. So yeah, they will officially reveal whoever the new Kang is because Kevin Feige is not an idiot. And he knows that you can really get the Marvel MCU fandom back just by revealing crazy stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. Do you remember the hype after they announced Secret Wars, even though it's still not happened? San Diego Comic-Con is a very important thing for pop culture, geek culture, whatever you want to call it. So let's continue. And it is cool because Kang is still around. At the end of Loki Season 2, what did they say? We are monitoring said Kangs. They're not done with, they're not dusted. And we need to find out, did Kang the Conqueror from Ant-Man 3, did he actually go to the Beyondverse and become the Beyonder? And then he could come back as a different actor. That really would not be hard to lay out. A collection of alternate realities will be visited. Well, I feel like some of this information is just, made up because we're in a multiversal saga. Of course, they're going to be in different realities, different timelines, whichever way around you want to say it. The TVA will be involved. Do you really need to say that? That's like basically saying there's going to be superheroes in a movie. Interesting. So that's pretty cool information. But, I mean, a lot of that has basically come from like a plot leak about this movie like a year ago, which basically implied that some Avengers would die, some would not. But it is cool that people are still talking about Avengers 5. And even if these are made up rumors, it's getting the fandom talking again. So also in the news, Thanos will return in the MCU. Right, go on YouTube, type King Thanos Warstu, and Warstu, yes, I'm talking about myself in third person. I made a video about King Thanos coming to the MCU because at Disneyland World, they were going to have some King Thanos ride over 1 year ago. So like I keep saying, these old rumors keep emerging and the scoopers keep saying they know stuff. But really, they're just regurgitating old information, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's got to happen at some point. So he is rumored to be the multiversal variant of the mad type Thanos. I really feel like sometimes the people that make this kind of content, I say make content because it's not actually content, is it? Let's be honest. People that make these rumors up, it's almost like they don't understand what they're talking about. King Thanos, do we need an explainer? There is multiple Thanoses out there. There is multiple Dooms out there. There's multiple, literally every character out there. And this comes via Holyfield News, who's blocked me on Twitter. I don't know why, actually. Hit him up and ask him why he's blocked. I would really love to know. But we don't know the track record of this scooper because realistically, there hasn't been any movies coming out. I mean, sometimes you can actually validate a scooper based on trailers coming out, but realistically, it's just plot leak stuff that gets kind of expanded upon a bunch of different, I guess you could say, scoopers, if you want to call them that. So in the news, we got a new logo from Venom 3, The Last Dance. Cool story, bro. So we have a trailer coming and it's confirmed. The first trailer for Venom 3, The Last Dance has been rated a 15 in the UK. Cool. And has a runtime of 2 minutes and 27 seconds. And I thought this was absolute nonsense. But the boy, I actually can't say he's a boy because he could be a girl. Cryptic HD did say on 20th of April, I'm told the teaser trailer's being eyed to be played with bad boys. It isn't locked yet. But if that's the information going around, and if Cryptic said that, I'm more than likely to believe it. This is quoting Grace Randolph, who gets a lot wrong, but she kind of gets stuff right. But it's also saying via the Board of Film Classification. So the BFC basically certifies trailers in England. So the trailer's ready. It's going to come sooner rather than later. It says the trailer expected sometime next week. Doesn't actually mean it's coming out next week. It means it could come out. So also in the news, Blade is going through its 7th rewrite. Blade is going through another round of rewrites. Michael Green has left. Marvel is looking for another writer. Despite this, the story is set and it's slated to begin filming in Mexico or Brazil fall 2024. A new cast for the male main villain has been created. Jeez, and there's like a meme going around of Mahershala Ali walking away from the project. I don't think he will actually walk away from the project because he's been tied to it since before, because they revealed that at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, and there was a massive hype that year, and literally nothing that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con 2019 was actually real in the sense that it's not happened. So according to the internet, Blade has a budget of $50 to $70 million. Now, if that is true, that is great, because Marvel movies, actually not Marvel movies, L movies have budgets that are so freaking high that it's almost impossible for most movies to even break even because they cost far too much to make, to the point where most movies have to make $600-700 million to break even. Then they're dubbed as failures because they didn't break even. But it's just because they cost too much to make. So also in the news, bleep that Warstu. Scarlet Witch movie is in the works. It's happening. Cool story, bro. It's been happening since before Doctor Strange 2. The amount of times we've heard this. Marvel Studios is currently looking for a director to helm the project. Now, Scarlet Witch is probably one of the most popular MCU characters there is. Do I believe this? Maybe. Could be in the works? Sure. There really could be a Scarlet Witch project in the works. Is it going to come anytime soon? Most likely not. I'm sure Kevin Feige would love to put this out. There's so many cool storylines they could do. But is it confirmed? No, because some scooper said, yo, Doctor Strange 2, when that came out, everyone was like, no, Wanda's not dead because they're doing a Scarlet Witch movie. It's going to get out. And Doctor Strange 2 came out such a long time ago. Now, I get it. Some people are like, yo, Warstu, you're so negative. No, I'm just a realist. I'm just talking realistically. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm not going to say everything's confirmed, like the Thor 5 information. That's not confirmed that it's coming out soon. Sure, there's a lot of things at Marvel in the works. Midnight Suns is in the works. There is so much in the works at Marvel. Marvel work 5 to 6 years ahead of time, but recently, they've not even been able to release stuff that should already be filming. Spider-Man 4. Yeah, cool. We already know the whole plot. Allegedly. Yeah, it's not even started filming yet. It's coming out at the end of next year. Really? And it's not even started filming yet. It is such a great time to actually be a Marvel fan. I know I'm coming across a bit of like a pessimist or in a negative manner. It's just so much gets confirmed, but never actually gets made. So let's just chill a bit and see, is the Scarlet Witch project going to get made? Are we getting a Midnight Suns TV show or movie? I personally think they should scrap all the Disney Plus shows because they all suck outside of Loki and maybe WandaVision and maybe a few others. But yeah, generally they all suck. And they just need to chill. Just make the projects that are announced and hold stuff back. The issue is, as soon as some scooper says something, people are like, confirm, confirm. Elizabeth Olsen doesn't even know when she's coming back or if she's even coming back. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm sure she will at some point. She's a fan favorite. It will bang for sure. As long as they don't spend too much money in the production. Sure. Most Marvel movies would bang if they spent more like 120 rather than 250. They just got to cut the cost down massively. That's all Marvel has to do, really. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram, Warstu, to see the BFAs on BFAs. Check us out on Twitter, Warstu G, and I'll catch you another, guys, very soon. Catch you later.